Hey y'all, it's your boy Big Mike. You know that dude you be seeing on the streets and be like, hey, ain't that dude that be doing them YouTube videos? Yeah, that's me. And for today, our topic is going to be the passage of time. Now, it may just be me, I'm tripping or something, but it's already March of 2022. It seemed like just a few days ago we were trying to bring in the new year. And it's like the older I get, the quicker the years just fly by. So it's like knuckle up and buckle down time. It's like I'm getting older and I still got these goals and aspirations and stuff like that. But it's kind of like stop thinking about it and actually put in some action. I have a Instagram friend that says I need to put in the work. So yeah. With that being said, I got a little bowl of noodles here that I'm gonna be chewing on momentarily through this video that I'm talking about. But I just like to know, what haven't you done and you've been thinking about doing it for years and years and still haven't put any effort into actually getting it accomplished? I know with this whole pandemic and just the shortage of resources, I mean, there's always the internet. So, you might want to do like me and look into getting some kind of online income going in. And it's real hard because it's like everything that I've been looking at, people have been telling me it's a scam. It's this last thing that I was looking at when I was looking at a YouTube video, and it was this ad that popped up to where you have to like put in this like $3,247, and they'll start sending you checks like from what is it, 1,500 up to 10,500 or something like that, depending on the level that you get in at. And the lowest one, like I said, was like 3,200 or something. I googled these people, and that turned out to be a scam. So, if it sounds too good, then it probably is. My friend is always telling me that, but he don't give me the end result on, okay, you can really like make some money doing this or this or this. So, hey, fat boy, come up with something that I can do from home. How about that? These noodles are really, really hot. Don't know if you can like see the steam that's coming up off of here, but the funny part is I'm really hungry, so if it gets too hot, I got some water right here to calm my burnt mouth down. How about that? as a kid, while you're in school, those 10 months, 10 and a half months out of the year, however long the school period is, it seems like a year is actually like 5 years or something. You know, wake up every day, get dressed, go to school, and come home, do your homework, and get you a bite to eat, and hit the reset button and do it all over again. When you get older, you get up, brush your teeth, get dressed, go to work, grab a bite to eat, hit the reset button. Same thing over and over. And if you don't have an enjoyable outlet, that routine can get a little bland. I don't have no outlet, so I make YouTube videos and try to stay sane by telling you what's going on in my life with these YouTube videos. Made a little call to SSI yesterday because they're so controlling with the money that I've worked years in the tune of like 18 and a half or so since 2003. You add that up from 2003 to 2020 over here. And they're saying that I can't keep no more than $2,000, excuse me, in my savings account. And then we talked about, okay, no, they'll help you, help me get some kind of business started. And they said that the amount of money that I would get monthly from them would be reduced according to how much my business will be making. And I'm like, first of all, I'm disabled, so I need that little chump change that they give me every month. Like, okay, I mean, it's ridiculous for them to say set a price that, okay, you can only have this amount in your account. And I got a trick for their ass on that one. Yeah, I don't have to keep money in the bank. I'm not telling you where I keep it at, but yeah. I fully intend on making their little seed grow into something. I'm over here trying my best to do the whole turn a piece of 15 cents into a whole lot of dollar over here. You know what I mean? And anyway they slice it, I'm going to have a prosperous year, one way or the other. Excuse my sniffles. The weather has been really changing a lot. Like during the night, we be like between 30 and 40 degrees, and then during the day, like right now, it says it's 70 degrees outside in Tennessee, Grand Junction, Tennessee. Anyway, yeah, but what are y'all doing to get that money? Is what I want to know. Like I said, when you were a kid, I want to be this when I grow up. I want to be that when I grow up. And you got a job that you hate that only gives you like crap money, basically check to check is what they call it. Meanwhile, you have a gift and you're not using that gift to get the full enjoyment out of life. In my case, my dream was to always own a restaurant. The name of my restaurant will be the same name of my YouTube channel, The One Man Show. It's like through all the jobs that I've had, I've always taken a skill and even impressed some coworkers that didn't know a certain dish could be made a certain way. There's more than one way to cook a chicken. You can boil it, you can fry it, you can bake it, and the most important thing is to add some seasoning to it. I had a whole lot of inspiration from my grandmother and my mother back in the day, which was some silent encouragement to just do it a little different every time. You know what I mean? Now that my mother's gotten older, she's allergic to seasoning food. I felt so bad for my grandmother when my mom would make her something to eat and it was just basically cooked but didn't have no flavor to it because she wouldn't hardly put salt and pepper on it. And I'm like, man, that's the basis foundation of just seasoning it a little bit. Like, come on. You're not getting any older, people. Whatever gift God gave you, you need to use that. You're wasting your time and never going to complete your assignment if you don't just get started. I understand that there's going to be failures, highs and lows and stuff like that, but you got to start somewhere. The old saying goes, time waits for no man. Or woman. doing job interviews, they always say, where do you see yourself in 5 or 10 years? And back then, I never really thought about it. But they want to see if you have a vision. And it's like, even when I get my restaurant, that's gonna be like one of the first questions I ask. It's like, I don't want you to just work for me for the rest of your life. I want to teach you something, and you to be able to like see if you can use that skill later on down the line in a business of your own. But some people are just content with making somebody else rich, which I have no problem with. I mean, if you want to just waste your life punching a clock and working for somebody else, more power to you. But don't look back and say all those I woulda, coulda, shouldas. So all that sounds like it's an excuse to not do nothing with your life. The time to act is right now. As in right now, right now. Not tomorrow, because tomorrow ain't promised. You need to set up some kind of life insurance so that people won't have to scratch their head and figure out how they're going to bury you. And I mean, it's like, it's something to think about. From then to now, there's a whole lot has happened, and you can't go back and change none of that. Only thing you can do is plan for tomorrow and start doing something about it today. Not tomorrow, today. If you let the sun set and you didn't get it started today, like I said, tomorrow ain't promised. So good luck with that. Oh, it'll wait until tomorrow. Tomorrow comes and somebody's planning your funeral arrangements, and I sure would hate to have the obituary not include all of what you could have done and just look like a blank sheet of paper. My uncle, my mother's sister's husband, died last month, and he really accomplished a lot. Like, from when I was a kid all the way up till now, like, he put in work. He was working at someplace, I forget what it was, but he always had a nice car. Like, from when I was like 10 years old, he had a Cadillac Eldorado. Bruh. And then it moved on up to having a Benz, and his wife having a Jag, and he ended up, his final vehicle was a Range Rover. So I can't remember, like I said, what job it was, but it paid pretty well. His wife still works, but she ain't never bring in the kind of money that he was making. He was the breadwinner of the house to the third power with all them vehicles that he went through, and he never like paid. I mean, he leased them, but I mean, it's like he never just bought a car outright. I mean, there's advantages to having a lease versus buying it or whatever, but It's just like with renting a house and buying a house. I mean, it's like I just don't want to go back to renting ever again. I don't care if it's an apartment or a house, condo, nothing. I want to buy it. I want to buy a couple of houses. I want to rent them out and make that my second income after I get my restaurant up and going. And it's like I may have to start at a food truck. That's the temporary start that I've been having to just ponder. But like I said, you got to start somewhere, and it's like my vision when I was in high school was to get me a loan and then just open like 50 restaurants simultaneously. And before I even went to the bank with this thought in my head, the students, not so much the professor in my online college, but the students were thinking that, or saying that I was thinking unrealistically. So I had to tone it down, and I went all the way down to just starting one business. And I tried applying for loans and still haven't got anywhere because of my credit score and stuff like that. So it's just like I'm still trying to make something happen over here, because 10 years from now I don't want to be living where I'm at, whether my mother is still alive or not. And she's like 77 years old right now, and I'm about to turn 50 this year. I mean, I don't look like I'm 50. I got a few grays in my beard or whatever, but I still look damn good for my age. I mean, they still card me when I go buy alcohol and stuff like that, but forget whatever they talking about. I guess that's just part of their job. That we're required to ask you to verify your age and all like that, but a picture ID and blah 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 and womp 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 and yada 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 with that comment. But y'all tell me where y'all come from, where you're at, and where you're trying to go in them comments down below. Because if you can't just speak it into existence, I don't think that it's ever going to happen. A lot of people have told me that I need to write it down, like I got Alzheimer's and I'm going to forget what it is, my gift is, and what I'm going to do with it. But I don't just like still, even after getting an associate's degree in business management and accounting, feel the need to just write down what my goals are. I think about it every day about what I should be doing, and like just trying to work on what's holding me back. Like I said, the credit score and everything like that is a big deal. I'm not telling you what my credit score is because ain't none of your business. But anyway, I just wanted to put a little something out here for y'all to think about. And if it's not too much trouble, can you please hit the like button and leave a comment or two and share this video. And most importantly, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button right there. Yeah, little button, and then hit the bell notifications on all so that you can be notified whenever I put out a new video. And that's gonna do it for this week, folks. I hope y'all have a blessed day and follow your dreams.